Currently on the carnivore diet, how I break my intermittent fast every day is with raw clabber milk and raw honey mixed together. And the combination is so delicious and nourishing. I'm looking forward to this. And yeah, I said on the carnivore diet that my energy levels weren't the best, and I had a couple little issues going on after being zero carb carnivore for a while. And a lot of long-term carnivores said to me, well, yeah, because you feel like you need carbs, which I've mentioned. I tried some like potato carbs, it didn't turn out too well. If you want me to talk about that in a video why I stopped doing that, then I can make a video for that, let me know down below. And they said, well, instead you could try honey and milk because they are a carnivore carb source. And yeah, not everyone on a carnivore diet says that honey is suitable for it, but I thought, why not be open-minded and give it a go? But before I actually have some, first off, I bought this one when I first tried it. And it says that it's raw and unfiltered and has like bee pollen naturally occurring in it and other things. But if you look at this, I don't know if you can see very well compared to me, but it is completely clear. That has definitely been strained and filtered. And there's no rules and regulations pretty much anywhere in the world. You can say that on the label and it not actually be what you say it is. And I've heard this be an issue in America, not just Thailand, where I am. So we're not going to be using that one. We're going to be using this one. So this one, as you can see at the top, that has definitely not been filtered or strained in any way whatsoever. And yeah, like I said, a lot of raw honey is actually heated up, so it destroys the enzymes and lots of nutrients in it, and then it can have a negative effect on you and not to make you feel so good. But I got this from a lovely lady that literally lives just over there outside, and her dad actually harvests honey once a year. He never feeds them sugar, and when he takes the honey, he only takes half it, so he leaves the rest to them. And I've been trying to get high quality honey where they don't feed them sugar water. And oh my God, so many of the companies that I contacted, every single one that had forest, wild or jungle honey, they would all were feeding them with sugar. And I was like, I just don't want to contribute to that because it's not good for the bees and it's not good for many different reasons. It's not good for us either. But when we actually told her that people feed sugar water to bees, because we told her that we'd be finding it hard to find a honey supply that doesn't feed sugar water. She's like, what? Feeding bees sugar? She just didn't understand it at all. Like, she'd never heard of this happening at all. She's like, no, my dad doesn't do that, that harvests this honey, which is so good. And this stuff is quite a watery one. Hasn't had water added to it in any way, shape or form. But yeah, it's so good. So what I do is get a tablespoon of this, try not to spill it everywhere while it's dripping down, and put it in there, then I lick the spoon off. Ooh, such a lovely tasting honey. Oh, so good. And then we get the clabber milk, and I put half a litre of this in there. If you don't know about clabber milk, I can make a full video on clabber milk and why it's so good. You can see like lumps went in there. So what happens is when you make clabber milk, it starts to separate the fat, it goes on top, and it does a natural fermentation process, which makes it so the milk, especially people that may have still some digestive issues with raw milk, because some people do, even though most people get on with raw milk, this can make it so they don't have issues with it. And this one actually is from cows that produce A1 beta casein milk, which means it contains that specific substance in it. But not everyone gets on with that. So if you try raw milk, you don't feel good from it, try A2 beta casein milk, because most people then will find they would get on with that. And that is actually more closer to human breast milk than the A1 beta casein milk. Then all I do is get the lid on, give it a good shake, and I could consume way more than this, but I just feel that I don't need to. And I only consume one solid meal throughout the day because that's what makes it feel best. And then throughout the day I'll consume anywhere from 1.5 litres to 3 litres of milk, and then I have around 3 tablespoons of raw honey in a day. And I find that's just an amazing carb source for me that doesn't make me have ups and downs with my blood sugar levels. It gives me stable energy throughout the day. It makes me feel the best on the carnivore diet. And I'm going to drink this, and then in about half an hour, once it's gone down, I'm then going to do some yoga practice, and then I'll do some calisthenics later on. I'll show you a bit of what I'm going to get up to date, but I'm not going to show you yoga. If you want to see what I do yoga in the future, let me know. I can do some videos on that, but I just want to focus more on the food today. I've been experimenting with the raw milk and raw honey for, well, honey about a week and the raw milk for about 2 weeks. And I'll tell you, clabber milk, which all my girlfriend did was leave the lid off overnight, it just makes it taste way more creamy, flavourful, fatty. It's just like, wow. I'm telling you now, try to not drink cow's milk cold. A lot of people have issues with that. I feel way better when I have it at room temperature or slightly warm. I never warm it up on the hob or a cooker whatsoever, because that would destroy nutrients within it and enzymes. And raw milk is a whole food. It contains so many different amino acids, fats, carbs, like minerals, vitamins. It's just such an amazing whole food. And the thing is, when it's not pasteurized, guess what? Most people don't have an intolerance to it. Most people think they have a lactose intolerance, but instead what they have is an intolerance to pasteurized milk, where they heat it up to 108 degrees and it destroys all the enzymes and all the nutrition. So then it is a poison to your body. But when you have raw milk, it has everything it needs so your body can digest it and assimilate it. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this up and then get on with the rest of my day. And then when I consume and eat more things later on, I'll let you know. Seems straight after the milk I actually have a desire for more honey, and that is what it's all about with whatever you're eating, is listening to your body. Some days it wants more than what normally happens, some days it wants less. So whoops, dropping it down there, the ants are going to go for that. Delicious. So that is the yoga done. I actually ended up having to do some things. We're getting footage off this camera because the card was full from an interview which I had a lot of footage from. An interview I did with an ex-vegan that then went raw carnivore and healed with their health issues. If you haven't seen that, I put a link for it up above. But yeah, man, I'm feeling relaxed, blissed out, chilled, and so good after the yoga, which just makes me a better version of myself, a calmer version, and it just gives me a whole host of benefits as well. So now it's time to refuel. We live in an amazing jungle, well, in a house surrounded by jungle, which is one of the best environments for us. And yeah, litre of the clabber milk, 2 tablespoons of the honey, and I've been putting the calories for each thing I'm consuming, but also will put the total calories after each thing that I've had so far added up all throughout the day. So yeah, I'm going to get on with finishing this, and then we'll see what the rest of the day is going to bring.
What are you doing?
Well, welcome to the Chronicles of Winnie the Pooh. I don't want any more milk, and I just want quite a bit of honey, 1/4 cup of honey. I used to limit my honey intake when I started consuming it recently. Then I spoke to my friend Daniel Jury that said he was consuming up to around 350 millilitres a day. So he said just try it out, and if you want more, have more. And when I have more, I feel good, so I will continue having as much as I want. So there you go, there's the 1/8 cup of honey. The trick is with honey, at least for me, if you can have quite a bit, even a tablespoon, don't neck the whole thing. It'll be like, it's just like too potent in once. And it's now looking super sunny round by our house now. So we're going to go out in a short while. I just finished editing the interview with Daniel, so that will be up tonight. Definitely check it out as I mentioned it earlier on. So yeah, we are going to get a move on and get the rest of the things done for the day. We haven't left yet because I just remembered I need to get meat out of our very small freezer. We have a big freezer downstairs that is full of so much stuff, but so we can get things easily, we also have this smaller freezer on the top of our fridge. So we have grass-fed Australian beef, and then all we do to defrost that is put it in the sink and leave it still up and defrost. It'll be done by the time we get back. We decided instead of doing a few jobs we needed to do which aren't that important, that we will come to the beach instead. Rachel's out there, my lovely girlfriend, going out to go in the lovely sea because it's super hot. And my sister Lucy's out there, which she was actually vegetarian for around 23 years. She chose to be vegetarian from a young age because she didn't want to harm animals. She once asked my dad, what is a beef burger? And he said a cow. She was like, I don't want to harm animals. And then she was vegan for around 5 years and gave up just over a year ago. I'm gonna get in that glorious sea. And no, we don't do social distancing, and we don't do no isolation either because we don't believe in all of that pandemic. That was nice and enjoyable in the sea, did some swimming, burnt off some calories and cooled down at the same time, which is perfect because it was very hot when I got in the sea. I'm going to drink half of the milk, so half a litre as a pre-workout before doing an intense ab workout, get those ab gains. And I didn't mention early on, the milk is raw milk that is organic certified, pasture raised, antibiotic free, hormone free as well. It's not the clabber milks, it's not fermented. I just felt that I didn't want any more clabber milk, so I'm just gonna have this straight up raw milk. So that's a half a litre done. And then the other half a litre I have after I've trained my ass off. The rain is coming, you see the dark clouds, so we are leaving. And my friend Daniel turned up. He's going to meet us back home because we need to do some photos of us together to do some before and after photos of when we were vegan and now being carnivores. So yeah, we are going to get a groove on, do that, and then feast on the first solid meal of the day, which will be a lot of beef. Woo-wee. As Rach said, who needs a sauna? It's so hot. We just did loads of pumping up for a photo shoot of me and Daniel in. You can see the lighting set up with the backdrop behind me. More lights here, more lights there. And yeah, it's a brilliant photo shoot. And now it is time to feast. So let's get cooking that beef. I'm having beef patties cooked in the oven. I had nothing to it until afterwards I had salt and pepper. And Rachel, or Daniel and her, are having these steak beef meat burgers. Daniel's is ready first, he's the guest, so he gets it first. How pink are they in the middle? Hey, you would normally cook them a lot less through the meal.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's still pink.
And what else are you eating today? Because this will be your last meal or not?
I'll probably eat more of this. And earlier I had basically the same meal, but with 2 fried eggs also.
What's that yellow stuff that you're cooking Daniel and yours meat in? Beef. How come you add that?
Because we don't have any beef tallow.
And you like adding additional fat to make it tastier.
Yeah.
So there's my half a kilo of beef mince. All I add is unrefined sea salt, not any of that refined garbage. Just sprinkle that all over. And black pepper. Just very, very simple. I like a lot of salt and I like my meat cooked well. And when I cooked it, you have all the beef fat that's in liquid form all around the tray, so I just pour that directly onto them, which it then reabsorbs it into the meat and makes it extra tasty. And every day, the only meat I really ever eat is beef. Just like Daniel, he hardly ever eats any types of meat because it makes you feel the best. So good.
2,000 years later.
That's it, that's me done. I could easily eat all that because I'm not 100% stomach capacity as of yet, but my body's like, I've got what I've needed. Unlike on that vegan diet where I was never getting what I needed, I could just keep eating and eating and eating and stuffing and stuffing and stuffing. She's done. So Daniel could easily eat more, so he's going to finish that bad boy off.
Hi.
So what are you doing, Rachel?
Oh yeah, he's a sweet.
I'm feeding this beautiful doggy. Hello.
Yeah, always comes
He's
along when
very
we're cooking meat
excited.
and we feed him a lot. He's just like a street dog, a lovely one, and he's going to have the rest of my beef.
Yeah, he says he's a good boy. Good boy.
He knows what the good stuff is. Didn't ya? Alright, it's near bedtime, just had a shower because I'm really hot and I need to cool down, and just for bed, perfect drink. Half a litre of cold milk. So yeah, we're going to end it there. Expect more of these what I eat in day videos. Let us know down below if you actually want more. If not, then I won't do it. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Leave your comments, questions down below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your amazing day. Peace.